sea, taking up too much room.
Right.
Do we need them?
I think there's other less useful things in the sea than octopus. Limpets, they could go.
Limpets?
Yeah, they just sit on a rock and do nothing for 50 years.
But they're not getting in the way then, how big are they?
Oh, not very big.
Yeah, you see, I might come round to them, but I never think, oh, you know, I'm sick of seeing these limpets. Whereas octopus, you know, crawling about, opening jam jars and that.
You'd never see them though, they're really rare.
Well,
If we get 2 or 3 caught a year, it's quite amazing.
do we need them?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
Well, we'll just have to keep them then.
I love that Carl can confuse a scientist.
Yeah. Yeah, because all systems of logic break down.
I know,
Everything they've ever
even the
learned.
scientist was going, well, get rid of limpets.
Yeah.
That
Now,
is
who was
brilliant.
that guy?
I think his name was Chris,
And where was he from?
in a place called Megavissi, where I went one year.
Megavissi.
And he's he's a scientist, is he?
I think he's got a fish shop or something like that.
He's got a fish shop.
No, he doesn't.
Well, like an aquarium type place.
Oh, right.
So,
A fish shop.
It wouldn't
fish and chip shop.
It wouldn't be past him that he, a Winkle store. He's got a Winkle store at Poole Harbour.
Yeah, that's an expert.
Oh dear.
but what have you learnt from that then?
Well, that we don't know whether they're deaf or not because the bloke in the chip
Well,
shop
yeah.
couldn't confirm it. They eat their own legs. Think of
That's
that.
a bit weird.
Innit?
They eat their
weird.
own legs.
They eat their own legs if they get hungry,
Right.
and they grow back, don't they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
If you eat one, they'll grow back.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can put them in little jars and that. If you wanted to.
Yeah.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it? It's like no, but do you know, like, you know, people have a go about being cruel to animals and that. But what he was saying there is, right, what they've watched an octopus do, they've got hold of a crab, right? So that'll be being stressed out because it's out of the water.
Yeah.
They've then stressed it out even more by putting it in a jar,
Right.
which he didn't like. And then an octopus is crawling about on the jar,
Yeah.
and the crab knows that the octopus wants to eat it, right?
Yeah.
So then it's having more threats
Yeah.
because of that, and then they let the octopus eat it.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty.
Do we need crabs?
Do them next week, yeah.
Well, I want to sort out snails first.
Right. What's your pitch with snails? What do you know about snails?
I know that bats eat them. They can sleep for 13 years.
Right.
Can you believe that?
He said to me, snails can sleep for 13 years. And I went, right. He went, oh, thing is though, if it was a scientist, and he was, he was looking at it, and he put it in a quiet place, it might well doze off. He said it wouldn't be the same if it lived on the streets. And then we went on to a whole thing about homeless. He wants to do a game show with celebrities being homeless for a week.
What do you think?
Actually, I've got to say, that's not bad at all.
It's not bad, is it?
No.
Right, do you know how, like, Lenny Henry went to the jungle,
Yep.
right? And you've got who else did it? John
John Lovely on
Lovely
design.
made slippers out of a bra, right? So I'm thinking, like, get a celebrity and say to him, no, just because. I'll tell you why, right? I'll tell you why all this came about. When I was walking back from that Christmas meal that I bought my girlfriend for 150 quid,
Lest we forget.
right? I was walking down Mortimer Street and there was a homeless fella there, and it was like, oh, you know, it's really, really bad. But the weird thing is, it was about, I don't know, probably about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
No, about 9,
Right.
and he was asleep. And I just thought, do homeless people ever think, do you know, I think I'll have an early one tonight? Right, that's what got me thinking. It's a bit weird, the whole lifestyle of it, the
Yeah.
fact that he had an early one.
So what if it's a bit weird that he's sleeping not in a home, but on the street?
No, it's just that if I
interesting.
if I was
Interesting.
homeless, I'd probably stay up quite late because it's not nice. Do you know what I mean?
What are you talking about?
just being homeless isn't a good thing, is it?
No.
People forget how bad it is,
Yeah.
right?
But surely sleeping gets you out of reality. They sleep because they're tired. They can't sleep very well, so they need all the sleep they can get.
Yeah, but sleeping's nice if you've got a nice big bed.
What, you think they can go, I'll stay up, I'll go to bed at 2, I'll go straight to sleep, and I'll pop up at 8 when the alarm clock goes off?
Well, that's just what I was thinking, right? So I was thinking how bad it is, and it's, you know, especially this time of the year, you know.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's the
really
worst thing.
And to sort of give it some publicity and get a bit of help behind it, get celebrities, someone like Phil Mitchell, maybe,
Yeah.
off EastEnders,
Yeah.
who's a big fella, he can look after himself, put him in a shop doorway,
Right.
have some cameras set far away in a building or something,
Yeah.
they can film him,
Right.
and it's up to him how he raises money for food to eat, because you never
Who
look at a
could you
homeless
get? You
person.
get, what's her name? Gail
You
Porter,
Yeah.
Gabby Roslin,
Right. Yeah.
Narinda from Big Brother.
Yeah.
Who else would do it?
I got a game show
Les
idea
Dennis,
called,
I reckon,
I
would
got
do
a game show idea called On the Game. And what happens is, you get Narinda from Big Brother.
Sugarcane by Sonic Youth on XFM 104.9. Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Carl Pilkington. Go on, Carl. What's next? Are you going to do your war feature? What is it called?
What do you think of that then?
You do that now?
It annoys me a bit, right, because we said before Christmas that we'd come back with new stuff.
Yeah.
Gave you a title to work on, that Ridiculous.
Right.
You came in today, I said, have you sorted it out? You say no. Steve, you're having a go at me for wanting to get music out of the library for you.
Yeah.
You haven't got any new ideas,
Sure.
but you're dissing mine.
I'm not dissing yours.
Well,
I'm a
not
massive
getting
fan of them.
Good vibe off you.
Oh, I think that's very harsh. I just asked you when were we going to have war. Do you think of that? I'm a big fan. I'm excited.
Well, it's not that good, to be honest with you.
Well, I disagree. It sounds brilliant.
Right, well, it's a bit of a tweak of educating Ricky. Just some information on wars.
Yeah.
Okay.
World War II.
World War II. All right.
The world champion chess player. He helped someone out in the war.
It's the detail I like.
No, he helped.
You know, it's nearly a history programme, isn't it?
he
I
helped-
was watching those repeats of The World at War.
Yeah.
That were on in the mornings. You know, incredibly.
Did you
but
lot-
they've got nothing on cards.
Did you write a lot of that David Sharma series?
he was able to use his skills that he has to play chess, because apparently chess is all about probabilities of like where a piece will be put.
Right.
And they got him in, and they said, "Can you help us out?" He said, "Yeah." And he said, "Right, where should we like?"
Hitler has just moved his queen.
So that's a
He
fact.
sent in a bishop that ran diagonally
Yeah,
through the troops, knocking them over.
Sorry, wait a minute, Carl. So they got a chess
Sorry,
player.
that's it.
Well, yeah. It's just like, oh, what do you think of that?
Again, that's not a story.
But it angers me that he says that I'm down on the ideas when that... I mean, that's beginning to shape up as quite interesting. I thought you were going to tell me which battle or which event
World War
was
II.
you...
World War II.
It's not a
But
battle.
which bit of your World War II?
Like the middle bit.
There's 6 years worth.
Yeah, well, probably about a bit in.
Guessing.
I thought, let's...
Guessing.
Well, alright, yeah, there is a bit of guesswork, but it doesn't matter.
But that could have been an interesting thing if you told me it had an impact
Well,
on the
when you
Normandy
look at
landings.
these things, do you go, bloke wants out chess, oh, I'll use that, and run away from the computer?
No,
or
I
run
read
out
it.
of the bookshop?
I read the first line where I get enough information, I just think...
What do you mean you read the first line where you get enough information? Imagine if you were someone's defence lawyer, and he was like, he's on death row, and went, I don't think he did it.
Yeah.
I read the first line, I didn't read the file
It's
He
completely.
was in a hotel in Texas. Right, go on.
It's enough.
Oh, some other
It's
stuff.
enough,
He
it's
definitely
enough,
didn't kill it.
it's enough, it's enough.
And
yeah,
I
that's
just thought
interesting.
they always take ages on deciding where to go. It's just like, but there's a better way.
I don't know what you're saying now, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it takes-
Actually
when,
don't know
when
what you're talking
people
about.
play chess, they take ages to make the move. So I'm just thinking, there's probably a quicker way
Of what?
than finding where a boat is, than getting a chess player in.
I don't know what you mean now.
Oh,
Are you talking
I'll
about
tell you what,
battleships now?
They should have got an expert battleships player in.
Right?
yeah. What? Carl,
Right,
what?
forget that one.
Or someone
No,
who's
no,
really
no,
good-
no, I'm not being funny, but what is that? What are you telling me there?
Someone who's really good at risk. should have brought them in.
Yeah, Cluedo.
Right,
Yeah.
another fact. On,
Oh, that's enough then, is it?
Well, they use expert Cluedo players, but the police use
Oh,
expert
they
Cluedo players.
do use, yeah.
If ever there's a murder in a country house,
Do you think they use that old Chinese fella on the front of Mastermind?
Mastermind, yeah.
Yeah, for logic problems. The Enigma code was broken by top Mastermind players.
Exactly, yeah.
Right, second
And a guy
fact.
who's had a couple of rounds of Yahtzee and done very well.
Yeah,
Second fact about the war.
they for engineering they use a lot of Jenga players.
Absolutely,
To
whenever
do-
they want-
Will the building collapse? Oh no, let's pull this. Let's see.
If
Yes,
they
it
wanted
will.
to identify,
What are you doing?
if they wanted to identify spies,
Yeah.
bring me the champion of Guess Who.
Was it a woman with glasses? No. Right, sit
Has he got
down.
a beard? Is it Bernard?
Right, Carl. Sorry, go on.
Another war fact. So
Go
you're
on.
saying it's rubbish, but look, you love that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Second
you're
one.
absolutely right.
The first bomb that was dropped on Berlin,
Yeah,
it didn't kill a person, but it killed an elephant.
I think that's true.
That is true.
Right.
Okay.
And the last one.
Is that all you know about that? See, that's interesting, isn't it?
But
was
that's
the-
enough.
But no, it's not
not
though.
enough.
Because I mean, listen. Most people want to go. Oh, what was the elephant doing there? Did
Well,
it
so
land in a
the-
zoo? Was it a pet?
Oh.
Was it a lost elephant? Did they aim at the elephant? How did it kill it? Did
Was
it
it
hit it on the
Hitler's
head?
favourite elephant?
yeah. Was it Hitler's favourite elephant? Did it then have one ball?
Yeah.
I mean, these are the things. You know, why didn't he catch it with his trunk?
Did it have an effect on German morale?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yes.
elephant is kaput.
Oh, Jumbo! I don't want to fight anymore!
Cheering breaks, painkiller on XFM. Carl's getting a little bit stressed, aren't you?
No, I just, you know, got to keep focused, got to keep the show good and that.
Yeah.
You know, and in the
Yeah.
new year, the idea was come up with some good snappy stuff.
Yeah.
And today, I just think it's been a mess with you, to be honest. I mean, this is the sort of thing I'd prefer to do after the show as the producer.
Yeah.
But you know,
Do you know what? I think it's a discipline problem.
Is
I'm
it
not sure
because
what he's got in it.
is it 'cause I just put sellotape on your head?
well, that's a bit to do with it. But just, you know, let's just focus.
But I
on,
didn't put it when there was any hair on your eyebrows. I put it across your forehead.
Right. What do you think of that then?
Yeah.
We've got one more bit left.
Brilliant.
One more fact. The French, right, when they were at war,
David Sharma.
What was this?
it was still the World War.
One or
World
two.
War- World War
Go
Two.
on. It's 50-50. Go on. yeah. yeah.
Right, World War Two. What the French did. Everyone needs a code.
Everyone needs a code. Yep.
A code when you're in the army.
This is
and
a Disney song.
that, right? And you know, to sort of give the go ahead if you want to go into battle and stuff.
Okay.
Right. So,
Needs a code.
but the weird thing
Game
is,
show.
right? The weird thing
Everyone.
is, do you know what theirs was?
Go on. Do you?
Yeah, I know what it is. It's
So what
bit
was
weird.
the French code?
For what?
To sort of say, right, yeah, go on
But they had more than one.
on this day.
But I don't know what day it is.
On
All
this
right.
day.
And what? It's like saying, what am I thinking of? What was the battle? What was the?
Okay, so alright, what...
Look at him! Look at him! Look, he's genuinely confused that I've asked this question. Right?
It was
No. If you ask me a question, ask me the question correctly. What was the code for battle during what battle?
World War Two.
No, that's not a battle. That's a war.
Yeah, it was in a war. Yeah. It
I
was-
don't know what to do. He
Right.
confuses people.
Alright, okay, what was it, Carl? What was the
Yeah.
code?
What
was
are
the
you
French
thinking
code?
of? Right.
John's got a moustache.
What are you talking
My
about?
lungs are gonna burst.
That was a code that the French used. You know, like, I mean, I just think it's a bit daft, right? Because you could come up with that by mistake.
yeah. Two French blokes talking in the trenches, and they see a major walk past, and they go, "Oh look, John's got a moustache," and they all go and go, "No, I was just talking. What are you talking about?
Well, the way I don't think that's a good code. I'm not.
I
you
don't
know,
believe it is the code."
No, it is seriously.
And what?
And
It's
would
just
it,
that
would it
no
have
one
been,
talks
would it have
about
been
it.
said in French?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the weird-
Guess in. Yeah. Yeah.
No, but
What?
you see, I can't even be bothered
What are you saying, Carl?
because it's not a very good code. Do you know, like we've talked in the past about, you know, things you don't see, and I said an old man eating a Twix.
Yeah.
If they use that's safe. Because no one is ever going to see a man having an old man having a Twix.
What do you mean?
Well, use that as a code. Don't use a saying, John's got a moustache, that could crop up. And it's like the war's kicked off. How did that happen? Well, I said John had a moustache. Oh.
Two French folks would never be saying John's got a moustache. Why would
wouldn't
they?
Because back then they were fashionable.
He nearly makes sense, doesn't he?
I assume it would have been Jean.
Yeah. No, probably John.
And how would this code have been? I mean, who would have announced
I
this
just
to
read
everyone?
it. I read it like that, Steve. That's what was on the internet. This is a code that was used. John's got a
Don't be
moustache.
angry with me.
I know, but you're always asking questions.
Because I'm interested in history.
Yeah. No, you're genuinely interesting bloke, Carl. We'd like to know. I'd like to film you secretly. You know, like they do, like Nature Watch, when they put it in a like a, you know, what I mean, a Badgers sort of thing,
Warren,
right?
yeah.
And they just watch it. I'd like to see what you do, pop around there. I wish I could download the music in your head, because it'd be wah, 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 and you see something weird, you go wah, 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 wah. And then you read that and you go wah, and you write it down, and that's what comes out. John's got a moustache.
I'd like to see next Christmas.
Imagine the French, right, for their battle cry, for their battle code to know it's going ahead, they're going over the top, is you never see an old bloke eating a Twix. Imagine that.
Yeah, but all these things are things that I think in my head.
Keep them in there.
Do you know, like
Please.
before when I was talking about going out on, you know, Christmas Day,
Yeah.
having a meal on the way back, seeing a homeless person.
Yeah.
And then I think, God, that wouldn't be good. I don't know, TV show, right? You can think of things like that. When I saw the homeless fella, then I got talking to Suzanne about when I had to sleep in my car.
What do you mean? Go on.
Let's play a record and come back to only sleeping in the car.
God, I can't wait.
Play a song for the lovers.
I was watching last night, Carl, on cable TV, 1987's amazing Sign of the Times Prince in concert film. It was dynamite. I thought to myself, how brilliant he is. It reminded me of the gig I went to see last year. He played this tune. It's from the album Parade. Okay, I don't want to discuss whether or not Prince is acceptable on XFM or whether he's a genius. He is a genius. That's the end. That's the end of the discussion. Play the tune. He's dynamite. It's a song for the ladies.
I remember, I'm going to tell you, I was on the way here. You know, do you remember John? He's got a moustache now.
I can't believe it. Lads, no! It's not on! It was... The battle's not on!
Look at your face, Carl.
the elephant did die.
Yeah, no, I believe that. Yeah.
Sometimes it snows in April from the lovely Prince.
Brilliant.
From the album Parade. He doesn't always have to get up and have a rock about. He can just sit there at the piano.
Can't argue with that.
Pass out a
After the break, Steve, a brand new feature I've just done. That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous. You see, you say Ricky Gervais doesn't put any work into the show. He's just done that.
I'm
going to
tell Carl some amazing facts from the world of science, nature, politics. 4 are real. 1 is absolutely ridiculous. Cat Stevens from the Catch Bullet 4 album. Sitting. Little interesting fact for the nerds. We got it down to 2 songs to do this intro music to The Office. It was that one and Handbags and Glad Rags. We went for Handbags and Glad Rags. Interesting, isn't it?
It is a fascinating fact, except
Yeah.
of course I still feel we should use that one, except we couldn't, because Cat Stevens' people wouldn't let us. Or it was too expensive or something.
I don't know. We re-recorded Rod Stewart one. That was too expensive.
I still prefer that one.
Yeah. Difficult. Difficult.
Decisions. Rick,
Anyway,
decisions.
that's ridiculous. Right. 5 facts. Right. 1 is totally made up. All right.
Just do 3. 3 and then
Oh well,
one.
there's okay. Right. Oh, let's see. What shall I do then? There
This
are more
was
moves.
carefully planned.
There are more moves possible in a game of chess than there are particles in the universe. You can't get any colder than liquid nitrogen. I think it's -273. You can't. It's impossible to get colder than that. The honey badger has got skin so loose. Come away from its skin, turn round and bite you out of its anus.
That's ridiculous. Right, Rockbusters then. Wrapping it up.
It needs some work, that game, but I see it's got a lot of mileage.
Right, here we go then. The first one, £42 for a torch. That's a bit pricey.
Go on.
That was D.
Yeah.
That was Daylight.
Right, I thought Delight, and I thought it doesn't work.
second one.
I also thought Delight doesn't work.
Second one.
There's no, wait. Dear Light, it doesn't work. It's Delight.
Second one was.
No, Carl, it doesn't work.
Yeah, but if we're going to continue with this feature,